Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Keith here, Jesse on the bench. We got DDG number 31 from Ty's Custom Creations. Let's check him out. Hey guys, welcome back. Part 2 of the WE ROCK RC Buggy build. Let's check out the parts now that we have them all compiled together. We got the front axle out of the donor carbon. Now it's a stubby carbon. We love our regular carbon. We did not like the stubby. Clear that up real quick. I went and bought another front plastic axle. We have to, of course, as you know, buy the entire plastic axle and then get the aluminum housing and then upgrade after the fact. And then we have the VFD twin transmission. You guys will notice that it is about a few inches shorter without the cover and everything on it. Probably almost close to 2.5 inches, probably shorter once you get to the end of the cover and everything on there. So we are using a kit from Colorado Adventure Club. Now it replaces the front half of the transmission. There's no point really showing you the build on it. You basically just take your twin, take off the front half that you don't require, replace it with this piece on there, and then you're going to step down to a 9-tooth 48 pitch pinion gear, which would run directly on top of the, I guess the new spur gear. Yeah. I guess that would be the new spur gear. So it will, apparently with a 1200 kV motor, like the Fusion SC we're going to be running, apparently with the portals and such, it will give you the same gear ratio as a straight axle Phoenix or something like that. So anyway, when you look at Colorado Adventure Club, the part, it has a description on the bottom with pretty much what I'm telling you there, so check them out. We also had to reorder the part to do the front, because this transmission will get rear mounted into the buggy with the motor back here facing rear. So now the rear is the front is the rear, right? Did I say that right? Yeah, I'm sure I did. But now you have, on the twin, you have a 46% overdrive to the front, or 6% overdrive. Now what we're going to do is add a 6% lockout, so we can actually only have 6% to the front. The other side will be digs. We'll have dual dig on this transmission, but we'll still be 6% overdrive in the rear, so we'll need to correct that with a set of ring and pinion gears in the front axle to bring it back up, or slow down the rear gearboxes. I'll have to look at what is available out there.
I think it's a 6% lockout.
No, a 6% lockout locks you into 6%.
Locks into it.
It's weird the way they have it written, but yeah, just
that makes sense.
There's a full description, like Jesse said. There's a full description underneath, because it is confusing. The 46% lockout thinks you would lock you out at 46, but it only gives you 46%, so you can have that option too if you have a front mount setup on it and still have dual dig. So they have two parts on there. Pay attention to which one, basically which way your motor's going. It's going to dictate. If you have a rear motor, 6%, front motor, 46. There you go. Simple enough. They do have the part in 3D printed or machined aluminum. Of course, we're going to get the machined aluminum one. The funny thing about it is I've already ordered them and I lost them. They showed up probably about a year and a bit ago. And yeah. So we have some more on pre-order right now. They're sold out. Get on pre-order if you wanted these right away. It says about a week time. I guess they're doing it as per order, as they're kind of slowing down right now. Not them, but the building on the buggies. But okay. VFD skid into it. I think I was talking about putting the VRD skid into it, not realizing they were completely different animals. The VFD skid and the VRD skid are completely different. VRD is a flat bottom skid. With this chassis design, you couldn't get the screws in the bottom. These are meant for short screws just to bolt the chassis in. If you try to put a long screw all the way through to mount the link, it just don't work. So yeah, so let's check out this fitment. Okay, so you can see with the fitment, we have a lot of room to put our scaled motor in the back. We're going to have to cut down the skid plate a little bit, but we'll get it all together and see how it all fits in the next couple seconds. So hang out, we'll be right back. Okay guys, there you go. We got the buggy together as promised. There's going to be many short parts of this. We have lots of parts coming in. We have custom work being done. We have a full wrap getting made. It's going to look sweet. That's going to be the last thing you guys see. Wait, it's going to be dope. We have new shocks coming. We're going to order... We ordered some 80mm shocks from shorter shock bodies. We're on to get our ride height lower. We're probably going to test a droop suspension setup. We're going to take you along just these short little 10, 15, 20-minute videos in between, kind of keep it spicy on this one. We're still working on the WT4, but it involves so much sanding and painting in between that we need to keep everything going to produce a weekly video. So we're going to get this guy done alongside that one at the same time, and we'll unveil them both together this year. No, pretty soon. We'll get them, well, you can see this moved on pretty quickly. So, yeah, our plan is to get them both done both at the same time, and this is the best way to do it. So, yeah, thanks for popping in, guys, checking out another quick little short banger video on this absolutely insane truck. I'm hoping the front rear, or the rear aluminum axle for this one and the front one that I could put with the other aluminum one I took off the other carbon can go onto our other carbon shows up in the next week or so. We also have some pretty cool stuff coming from Fury Tech. There's going to be another drift video coming up with that, so stay tuned. We'll see you guys back here very soon. Have a great day, weekend, whatever you do.